YouTube? It's your boy DopeDJ and welcome back to DopeDJ Entertainment. I am so excited for today's video because I'll be sharing 5 things I wish I would have known before I big chop. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can be aware of my future content. Hit that notification bell so you definitely will be aware of it when I do post the videos. And without further ado, let's go and get to the video. I would have known before doing my big chop was that my hair was going to dry out much faster, because when you don't have as much hair, I believe that it just doesn't hold the moisture as long as it would if your hair was like short to medium length or even long, you know, only because it just doesn't have the you just don't have the strand length or width in order to really keep in that moisture, so it dries out a lot faster. You have to moisturize your hair a lot more often. So I suggest, if you are considering big chopping, go ahead and get you a good leave-in conditioner, cream, moisturizer, and all that good stuff. Make sure you do oil scalp massages, because that's going to be a lifesaver with starting off your big chop journey. Oil scalp massages at least 2 times a week. Very beneficial. It gets that blood flow to your scalp. It makes sure that you are really promoting healthy hair growth, and you're also having length retention. Since you are oiling your scalp, you are adding these products, so you're preventing dryness, which also leads to breakage, so you're preventing that as well. So yeah, that's definitely one of the things that I wish I would have known about when I first big chopped, but it definitely wasn't something that I felt like was so bad and detrimental to my whole hair journey. But I feel like that is something that people should know about when going into their whole big chop. The second thing I feel like y'all should know about before big chopping is the fact that your hair will most likely grow back thicker, a different curl pattern maybe, a different density, a different porosity, and I will cover all of these things such as density, porosity, and hair type in another video, because I'm just trying to focus on the big chop right now. Be aware that if you had chemically altered, whatever that means, like bleach, permanent dyed hair, or relaxed hair, or whatever like that, that your curl pattern is going to be different once you big chop, and that is an adjustment in itself. That's why a regimen is important, because if you don't start to learn your hair, it's not going to work and your hair is not going to flourish as well as it could have, and the purpose of the big chop would literally be for nothing, you know? So I want you guys to really go in knowing that you're going to have to change some things about how you have done your hair, how you apply things to your hair, these things about your hair, and learning that it's not going to be the same as it was before. It may be sad, but I guess to me it was bittersweet, only because of the fact that I was like, okay, well, I can't do the same things that I was doing to my hair, but this is a new journey for a reason. That is the whole point of you going on this new big chop hair journey, is to basically get rid of that old self, because old hair also represents an old self, and you know, just keep moving, keep pushing. Make sure that you get a regimen, because the regimen will save your life. Knowing your hair porosity, knowing your hair type, knowing your density, knowing if your hair is going to be thicker, if it's coarse, all of these things matter when you're big chopping and all these things, and as you're learning your hair. And your hair changes and evolves over time. The more hair you have, and the more it hangs, and the more gravity, you know, does this little thing, the more your curls are going to maybe elongate, maybe shrink up even more. The elasticity is going to be different. So there's a lot of factors in that. So if you're wanting to big chop, I just want you to consider that it may take a little work. It really may take a little work before you're able to really be okay with just being bald and having to do all these things to your hair that are different than you would have done before. So the third thing I would like to talk about before big chopping your hair, make sure that if you do not think, let me say this, if you do not think that you can cut your hair by yourself evenly, then get a professional to cut it. Because you do not want your hair growing in uneven, because this side of my head was actually, was actually a little bit shorter than this side of my hair, you know? And actually, like, my left side is actually a little less, well, not a little less, but a little looser than this side. I have a tighter curl pattern on this side. So this is more for a B on this side. This is more for A on my left side. But regardless of that, regardless of any of that, make sure if you do not feel confident in your hair cutting skills, you guys, please go get it professionally cut so you can start off with your hair growing evenly. I know some people, we grow hair at different rates in our head and stuff like that, so that's also a factor. So I'm gonna also say just be patient. Just be patient, because sometimes your hair can grow different lengths in different places, and you just literally will have to wait it out and wait for it to even out itself, because you go through a whole awkward stage with your hair. I've already been through mildly awkward stages and everything, but I've loved every stage of it. Make sure that you're enjoying each stage. You know, you're really taking care of your hair in that stage, because a few months from now, you may have to be doing something totally different. So enjoy that stage while it's here. And like I said, if you don't feel very confident in cutting your hair by yourself, please get someone who's a professional to cut it so you don't have to worry about any of that. The fourth thing, so the second to last thing I will be talking about, is basically, let me start this over, is how much exercise, dieting, supplements, all of that really takes a part in having healthy hair. You can't just be like, oh, well, I cut my hair off and now it's just whatever. Because healthy hair also starts from within, not just the exterior stuff, not just the strands and just the scalp. It really matters about what you eat, what you consume in your body. I take multivitamins in the morning, and then I also will take my pack of Curlsmith vitamins that I did show in my favorite products of 2020 video. If you haven't checked that out, make sure that you do, because I did recommend some great hair products and supplements for you guys to use if you ever think about doing that, which I would highly recommend, because we don't get vitamin A, vitamin C, D, E, B majority of the time in most of the foods that we consume. Especially if you eat a lot of fast food, you're not getting a lot of those essential nutrients for hair growth and length retention. So really think about a diet plan that you would want to go on, an exercise regimen you would want to do, or routine that you would want to do. Just like having a regimen is basically there and needs to become a part of your lifestyle, exercise, dieting, you know, all those things also need to become a lifestyle. If you make it a lifestyle, then you will not have to worry as much. I promise. You will not have to worry as much about if your hair is growing, if, you know, you're healthy, you know, breakage, all these things. You really won't have to worry about that as long as you're really taking the necessary steps to be whole outside and internally, you know, all that good stuff. All right, and last but not least, the thing that you should definitely know about doing your big chop is to have fun. Have fun with every stage that you go through. The TWA phase, have fun with that. You don't really have to stress about it. You know, like I said, moisturize. You may have to do it maybe twice, maybe 3 times a day, but it's still learning yourself all over again, learning your habits, learning your self-destructive tendencies, self-sabotaging tendencies. You learn all of these things through your hair as well, because you learn what works and doesn't work. And that's also in life as well. You really get a whole sense of redeveloping your character. And I really love that I've seen other people go through their big chop hair journeys, and they've also experienced these things. It's very therapeutic. You get to cut off old baggage and just be free for a bit. My hair was kind of cold, y'all, because I wasn't used to not having any hair. But, you know, as time went on, I really loved myself more and more. It wasn't about the hair and what that represented, you know. It's more about me and the fact that I can just grow, and at the same time my hair grows. It's not a separate part of you. It's also just a part of you. It grows out of your head, you know. And the more you think about it like that, I feel like the more you really enjoy your big chop and post big chop hair journey. Be okay with being bald for a bit. You're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're handsome. It doesn't matter, because you're just human. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope I gave y'all some great tips for your big chop. If you are thinking about it, go ahead and do it. It's on your mind for a reason. And thank you for tuning in to DopeDJ and I'm. Make sure that you like, comment your favorite part of the video if you really liked it. Any other commentary that you would like me to do, then please let me know. I may be doing, anyway, But thank you guys again for watching this video. Go ahead and subscribe to your boy and turn on the notification bell so you will be aware of my new posts in the upcoming future, because it will be banging. February is about to be a great month, point blank period. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. I will catch y'all on my next video of DopeDJ Entertainment. Bye you guys. All that shit. Yeah.